Hey, what's going on? This is Mike, and I am the Sports Dope. You can find me on Twitter at That Sports Dope or on Instagram at the same name, That Sports Dope. The website is mindsofmike.com/the Sports Dope. From there, you'll be able to find pretty much anything, ways to get a hold of my bullshit, follow my degenerate habits and losing ways. As you'll soon find out during the recap, it was an awful week. You know it already if you listened last week, but Jesus, that was like the worst week I've ever had in my entire life. I feel like shit. I mean, just honestly. And to top it off, I also actually feel like shit. I just got home like 2 hours ago in the fucking monsoon in the Northeast, and just over the last 2 hours of me putting together all the bullshit for doing this, I just, all of a sudden, everything is just like, bleh. So, I don't know. I think I'm getting sick. But fuck it. Doesn't matter. Got all this shit ready. We're going to talk about some football. And we are going to open off with the recap of the worst week in the history of sports betting and people that talk about it. Even though I've been fairly consistent with say, like, I don't know shit, right? I'm telling you how I feel. I just love talking about it. I'm a fucking dude who this is what I like talking about. I like to look at the numbers. I like to, think about what's going to happen with it. Place a little bit of few wagers, nothing too crazy. And boom, that was it, right? But that's it. So without anything else, let's just dive in to the week 6 games and the massacre that was. To be fair, it seems like there were a lot of, the books did pretty well over the weekend. It just so happens that I took every fucking losing side. But, again, enough about that. We're turning the fucking ship around, and that's it. That's what we're going to do. So, quick, we're going to dive in, learn from our mistakes. Thursday night last week, the Giants went to New England. Giants were 16.5-point dogs. The New England Patriots covered. I did that thing where I do the teaser with the under and the home team. And guess what? That one should have worked out, right? It definitely should have, because there were a lot of wonky fucking plays, and they barely still got over the number. So we had Pats minus 10.5 and under 48, and that shit lost. I guess one game you could say technically we won was the Carolina-Tampa Bay game, right? Because when we were going through that game, I said pretty much whoever gets to London first, and I wasn't able to find who that was when I was recording. Whoever gets to London first, they're the ones who win the game. So when I found out Carolina got to London first, they got there Wednesday, Bucks got there Thursday, I think Carolina's going to win. I don't know, maybe that extra day of rest, or not rest, but extra day of getting used to, being there. Maybe Winston doesn't throw fucking 5 interceptions and fumble it twice, losing one of them. What a bunch of jerk-offs, man. Such a promising team, and they can't put it together. Like, just don't throw the ball sometimes. It's better that way. Don't throw the ball, right? Just take the sack, throw it out of bounds, do something. Do something other than throw it to the other team. No, just a thought. Just a thought. What do I know? What do I know? We said Seattle. We didn't bet on it, though. That one was one of the few W's. We said Baltimore. That shit lost. Bengals needed a crazy fucking kick return touchdown and another weird fluky touchdown just to a little late time just to get close, and close enough they got, but we didn't bet on it anyway, so it don't matter. Let's see, what else didn't we bet on? San Francisco, we said that one was a winner, but we didn't bet on it. Let's see, Tennessee, that one didn't work out. They got smoked out in Denver. Let's see. So we had the teaser of this is a rarity, right? All 3 legs of the teaser lose. How much of a jerk off am I, huh? All 3 legs of the teaser lose. Chiefs, Houston, beat them outright. 1.5 didn't stand. Cowboys, -1. Should have had +3 if you wanted to win that one. And the Chargers. Chargers, man. What an embarrassment. Ugh. Like, how are you going to let that guy come into your house? I know, like, it's a shitty house. And I know you guys know it's a shitty house. And so it's hard to, like, take it seriously. But still, like, pretend. And, like, from everything I've read, like, all accounts, like, that place was mostly Steeler fans. And not even, like, slight majority, like a fucking presidential election, but, like, 80-20. Like, that's crazy. Like, I didn't even think people from Pittsburgh went to LA in general because I just assumed that they're all just hard-looking fucking coal mining iron workers and shit. But, yeah, I don't know. Apparently there's a ton of fucking people in LA out there to go to the soccer stadium and fill it up with fucking Steeler jerseys and cheer for a third-string fucking quarterback. So, that's what happened out there. So, all three legs of the teaser lose. Just run off all the losers from the locks and the leans. Jacksonville fucking couldn't pull it out. Teddy Bridgewater, like, the defense was good. Just my, weekly rant on fucking Jalen Ramsey, who I'm going to rant about later. But fuck him for not showing up, claiming that he wants to play for a winner. He got traded to a team that's fucking 0 for the last 3. Like, come on. You guys had a chance. You had a wide open division, and you fucking bailed on these guys, and you're a huge piece of shit for it. But whatever. Hey, it's just what I think, right? And you go to play for a fucking joke. Even though I'm gonna bet on you this week. Spoiler alert. But so yeah, Jacksonville, they lose to the Saints at home. Atlanta, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I know road Atlanta. I just felt like these guys got to be better than somebody. And it's just the defense just can't stop anybody in a real football situation. Philly, I didn't think that the Vikings would be smart enough, I guess, to throw the ball with Kirk Cousins. Because they've been running it so well, I thought they were going to try and force that. And then when it got late, then, they would try and get things going with the pass, and it would be like too tight of a window, like too nerve-wracking, too short of a window. But instead, they started the game with the pass, got out early, kept on passing, and then, just eased into a nice fucking win. That's the Vikings. So Philly lost. The sucker bet of the week was a good call, but they needed Ryan Fitzpatrick to get it done. So that was Washington going to Miami. I don't know. Miami off of a bye. At home. Redskins not a good team. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that was a terrible bet. I don't know why people would have done that. I liked, this was fucking bullshit, man, too. Right? That Monday night game, hands to the face. Come on. Detroit would have been our dog. That would have been a win. That would have been nice. But no. Nope. They got to throw bullshit flags twice on the same fucking guy. He had his hand up on the shoulder. Like, come on. The fuck? Get the play right. It's not fucking hard. Anyway, so that lost. Philly lost. Everything fucking lost. Everything was terrible. The whole week was terrible. I think I won like 4 and 12 or something like that. No, 4 and 10 because there was only 14 games. Ugly. All right. So, fuck that. Wash it off. Get it out of here. I don't want to talk about it no more. We are done. Moving on. Let's go. Here we are. Week 7. Fresh week. You know what? I don't even care. I said that I'm going to do it every fucking week, and I'm going to do it every fucking week. I don't even know. I'm not even looking at the screen yet. Screen's right there. I'm not looking at it. Looking at you. Home team. And the under in a teaser for Thursday night so we could just have a little bit of action if there's no real side that we like. And in this one with Kansas City currently sitting at -3, I don't really like it. They're looking kind of human. I like that Tyreek Hill is back. I think he's going to open it up, and I think Kelsey's going to have a couple of big games. But Denver never stopped believing, right? They were on a journey. And they never stopped believing in themselves when they were like 0-4, and now they won the last 2. And I think they're starting to feel it right now. They're starting to be like, yeah. And they smell blood with these Chiefs. They know they got a nice home field advantage. They know they got a fucking high home field advantage. And they know that that team's got no defense. They know that they've got two fucking stud running backs. Like they almost remind me a little bit of, well, not as drastic because fucking Freeman's not as much of a bruiser. But like, what was it, like Tiki Barber and fucking Ron Dane, like on the Giants, like something like that. You know, Lindsey and Freeman, I think they're a quality duo. They know that Kansas City's like the worst team against the run, second to last if you actually look at the stats, but they're terrible. So, and the Broncos have two fucking stud running backs. Two running backs that could be fucking almost bell cows. So why wouldn't they just run it all night? And if they're going to run it all night, give me the under. Give me the under. So, we're going with a teaser again. So, Kansas City, fuck them. We're taking Denver, teasing it up to 9, and we're going to do under 54.5. Right, that's our Thursday thing. Should have hit last week. Couple of fluky touchdowns in that. Drove the under over. You know what I meant. The under over. Yeah. That worked out. But we're going to do it again. We're doing it again. All right. Next up, let's see. We're going to go Oakland at Green Bay. When the game came out, I guessed the line at about 4.5. Opened at 7, sitting at 5.5 right now. If it would have been at 7, I probably would have taken it. Because the Raiders have looked good, and they're coming off a bye. And Green Bay just came off of a fucking miracle win. So it would have been a nice spot. I don't really like the 5.5. It's too ugly for my blood. I don't know. I'm not thinking 5.5. Not even number enough or something. I don't know. Just not a fan. Let's see. Next no bet game on the board. It's going to be a good game. I'm going to be interested in watching it, but I have no interest in betting on the Texans at Indy. I thought this was going to be -3 for Indy right off the bat. Opened at 1.5. Now it's like 1.5 again. I don't know which Houston team's going to show up. They've been great for 2 weeks. But Indy, they're coming off a bye. They got a great coach. I just staying away from this one. They're going to be healthy on D. If they can get to Deshaun Watson, they're going to win the game. That's pretty much the formula for the Texans. Keep our guy upright. He throws the ball well, and we win. But if they can't do that, then it doesn't work out so well for them. So I'm staying away from that one. Let's see what else we got over here. I'm off my man Minshew for now. Okay? He did not look great against the Saints at home. And even though Cincinnati is a complete trash team, I'm not going to be throwing money on him going out there. He's a Florida man. He likes jean shorts, and it's starting to get cold. So let's see how he runs in his jean shorts and that. So when that game came out, I thought it was going to be Jacksonville -4.5. Turned out it was Jacksonville -3. Currently sitting at about 3.5, but I am staying away. Another game that I'm staying away from, that's the Chargers. They're going to Tennessee. I thought it was going to be Tennessee -1.5. It opened at a pick'em. Right now it's sitting at about Tennessee -2, which is right around where I thought it should be, so I wanted to do with it. Another game I wanted to do with, I can't figure this team out. New Orleans, actually I can figure them out. They have been playing well, and I just haven't believed it. That's really what it boils down to. Defense has been playing out of this world. Bridgewater's been managing the game very well. He's got 2 good running backs, and he's got a monster wide receiver that he could throw it to if he's in trouble. And he's been winning games that way. It's been ugly at times, but he's been doing it. And they're going to Chicago this weekend. Chicago coming off a bye and a monster loss. So I'm assuming that they spent a good amount of their bye week relearning how to play football because they forgot when they were in London. So I'm staying away from this one. Because of New Orleans' recent success, I thought they were going to be -3 here, but it opened at Chicago -3, stayed at Chicago -3. Makes me think Chicago -3 is probably the right number, so I'm not jumping on New Orleans right here. They're due for a loss. They're due for an ugly loss, and this might be where it happens, but I'm not going to spend my money finding out. Another very, very good game that I want no interest in putting money on is Baltimore goes to Seattle. It's going to be fucking awesome to watch. I really dig it. I thought it was going to be Seattle minus 2.5. It opened at 4. Sits at 3.5 right now. I don't really like either side. I think it could be a field goal game, and if it is, I don't want to lose by a half a point. And if it's a touchdown game, I don't want to lose by that. So just not, no thanks, not for me. All right, so let's go with what we're leaning towards this week. The first game, Miami at Buffalo. Now it got announced earlier today. Fitzpatrick is playing. He's a Buffalo guy. He's got the giant fucking beard. He had some of his best seasons there. I think the crowd might not be as harsh to him. And even if they are, I think he'll fucking eat that shit up because he's fucking Fitzpatrick, right? When he came into the game, the team seemed to get like a little bit of a boost. And even though the Bills are coming off of a bye, I just think 17 points is way too many. Like, there have been 3 games all year. There have been 3 games, like 3 out of the Bills' 5 games. They've only scored 17 or less. And you're going to give Miami 17? It's a divisional game. I don't know. I'm taking that 17, and I like it, I'll be honest, with Fitz in the backfield. Like, Rosa just looks fucking scared half the time. He's afraid of losing his job, so he just wants to complete a bunch of passes. So he's throwing it fucking 3 yards. You got to take some chances. You got to know where and when to take those chances. And Fitz does, man. They looked almost confident when he came in. And I think they could put up a couple points, even 10, right? Something, 10, 17. I actually think they've got a decent... I wouldn't be surprised if they won. I'm going to say it. This could be a game that they might win. I think the Bills might be a little overconfident. They're looking a little bit down the road, even though it's a non-division, non-conference matchup against the Eagles. It's still like a solid matchup that they're probably going to use to gauge how good they are. You know, the Eagles being a recent Super Bowl winner. So they could be looking right past this game. I also like the over. I think that these teams could... I think Fitz could get up to 17. So if it's like 27-17... That's what I'm thinking it's going to be around. 27-17. That's what I'll go with. And that's 44. Get you over the 40.5. And Miami covers easily. So give me Miami and the over. I'm leaning on both of those. All right. I know I fucked up last time. And I did it by picking my own team. But I really like them here. I like the Giants. I like the -3. They got their guys coming back. If they're all talking like Shepard, Ingram, and Barkley are all very close to coming back. They're practicing and everything. If 2 out of those 3 guys come back, I think that they're due for a good game. And I think that they could beat Arizona, who's coming off a big road win. I don't think that they're going to get another one. They're still a team with a mediocre young coach and fucking, 5'6" quarterback. They still don't have a good defense. They're coming to the Meadowlands. It's starting to get cold here. They live in the fucking desert. It's 98 degrees there. I think the Giants could absolutely just beat them up pretty good in this one. And so give me the Giants -3 against Arizona. All right, so those are my leans. Let's talk about the locks. So, this team has not been playing well. They're going to visit a team that has also been playing, if it's possible, could be playing worse. And the Rams just traded for Jalen Ramsey. So not only, I bet his back issue magically clears up. I bet he's perfectly fine to play this week. I bet he's out there on Julio. which frees up to leave to go on Ridley, and that secondary becomes super dangerous. And that secondary being that good means that they're going to have to block that much longer on the opposing team's offensive line, which means Aaron Donald might actually have the time to beat 3 fucking people and get to the quarterback. So I think Atlanta, they're fucking done. I mean, they're 1-5. They just lost to the Titans at home a week ago. They went out and lost to Arizona. It's ugly. It's ugly in Atlanta. This is only their 3rd home game, and the fans are showing up like knowing their team is fucking toast. It's no good. So give me the Rams in a get-right game. They're going to get the passing attack right. They're going to get everything right. They're going to get their offense clicking a little bit. Todd Gurley, still questionable, but anybody could run on the Falcons at this point. They could go down to a fucking, I don't know, like a grocery store in Atlanta, grab some fucking bag boy, and he can just throw in a Rams uniform and probably run through the line. Probably average 3.5 yards. It's a first down if you run it 3 times. So, the defense in Atlanta is fucking terrible. Swiss cheese. And I like the boost. You know, when you trade for a fucking superstar, when you put it all out there like that, when you pull your dick out, put it on the table, and you say, I'm all in, then your whole team buys it. Like, the whole crowd goes nuts, right? Like, everybody around you, everything goes wild. And so your team's got a boost now. They got like a whole, I don't know, they got some mojo, they're feeling it. They're like, yo, our guy believes in us. They're like, yo, our guy thinks the San Francisco 49ers are frauds and we can still win this division. That's what that indicates to me. That's what that would indicate to me if I was on the Rams, and I would go out there and I would beat the shit out of the Falcons. So, listen, I love the Rams this week, -3. Give me that. The next lock, got another lock, double lock, 2 locks on it. Give me the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. I hope their team bus crashes one day. But I think they're going to beat the Jets by more than 9.5. When it came out, I thought it was going to be 10.5. Opened that and stayed at 9.5. Look, I get it. Sam Darnold came back and he played well last week. But he played well against a Cowboys team that was not playing well themselves. He beat a Cowboys team that has not beaten a good team yet this year. And the Patriots already beat the Jets by a bunch of points. And they needed like fluky plays to even get somewhat close in that game. So look, I think the Pats, they want to come in here. They like to try and beat up on their younger brothers in the division. They have a hard time with the Bills sometimes, but I think they have a decent time with these Jets. The only thing I'd be a little bit worried about is the health, some of the defensive players in the Jets. You know, C.J. Mosley, I think that he's going to be actually back this week, but I still just think this is going to be I think the defense of the Pats too is just going to be a little bit more. Give me the Pats 9.5. I think this one is going to come home very nicely. So we got the leans, Miami +17, and the Giants -3. For the locks, we're going with the Rams -3 and the Pats 54.5. So last up, let's fucking get it. +6 points. First thing we're doing is Detroit. Man, they got fucking screwed. They got so screwed last week against Green Bay. Phantom penalties. Like, I get it if you, I don't know, if they want to criticize a referee for not making, rather have that than making a call that he's not 100% certain of. And there were 2 calls that were just absolutely awful. Cost us the dog last week. If you put money on him, though, with the points, still would have covered. Not bad. But, man, those are just some bad calls, especially at the end there. Gave Green Bay the win pretty much. because otherwise it would have left the Lions some time. So the Lions, they are at home hosting Minnesota, team that's got some eyes on the division also. But divisional matchup, Detroit's actually catching 1.5 at home. I get it. Minnesota has looked very good recently. They've actually beat some good teams, some decent teams. But look, I think that's got to come to an end. Detroit is due for a win. I think they're going to be hungry. I think this is going to be a us against everybody type of game. Like, they're going to be like, yo, they took that from us. And they're going to fucking want to get it back. They're going to want to go out for it. They're going to go hard on this one. Now, Minnesota's that good where I'm not super confident in the +1.5. But, yo, throw them in a tease +7.5. I will take it. So listen, you guys aren't going to like this. I can already tell. I know it because I barely like it. But the more I look at it, the more I like it. And I'm taking Washington in my teaser. I'm not super sold on San Fran. I think they caught some decent teams in some bad times. And then their other wins are against not good teams. That'd be fair to say. Like, the Rams are in a rough spot. Sure, they beat them up last week. But the Rams have been in a rough spot for a couple weeks now. Just not looking like themselves. A little bit of a funk. So, did they beat the Rams or did they beat... Or are the Rams even good? We can go that route. Without Gurley, are the Rams even good? That might be a no. Because without somebody the defense be scared of running the ball, I don't think anybody's scared of fucking Jared Goff throwing it. So are the Rams even good? That's probably even a better question. And if they're not good, how good is that win? So, look, they're flying cross country. It's going to be a 10 a.m. game for them at 1 o'clock on the East Coast. Redskins, they're coming off of a close win in Miami. Not impressive at all. But, yeah, I like Case Keenum. I like Terry McLaurin. Old man Adrian Peterson, like 20 carries for 115 yards. Him and Frank Gore just fucking skipping practices to keep their hips in line and then just going out there and running like fucking monsters on the weekends. Good for them. But, yeah. I don't trust San Fran yet. And if you're going to give me 16, yeah, I'll take the Redskins at home. Sure. Last up. Look, I'm going to come full out right now and say that I'm doing this mainly because it's the night game. I'm hoping to win the first two at 1 o'clock. And then maybe I could take this action and catch a middle spot. Maybe too many people bet the Philly +3 and it goes down to 2.5. And then I could get Dallas 2.5 while I'm sitting here with Philly +9. Amari Cooper's questionable. So the susceptible area of the Eagles defense won't be as susceptible without their superstar. The rest of the receiving core is trash without him on the field. And, yeah, give me the Eagles +9. I do think Dallas wins this game. But the Eagles +9, I don't see Dallas blowing anybody out. I think they're almost like a shell of their former selves. They're like looking at themselves in the mirror and being like, are we really good? Or did we just beat Eli's Giants, the Dolphins, and the fucking Redskins? Like, they couldn't even beat the Jets. And a quarterback coming off of a fucking disease. Like, it's not like he came back with a fucking bad knee and tested it and was like, all right, my knee's good. And then he smoked him because he's such a... He was doing nothing but eating chicken soup for 5 weeks because he was out there tonguing girls down in Manhattan. And they had to monitor his spleen because they thought it was going to blow up. And that guy comes out there. I don't know. No thanks. Yeah, and they couldn't even fucking take care of that guy. Now you got Carson Wentz, a young, healthy, sturdy man. A man of God who's not out there tonguing girls down. He's not from that godless fucking South Carolina. Not South Carolina, South California. God, South Carolina is not godless, yeah. But I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. Philly +9. in the tees. I like them, and I think whoever wins this game, well, that's not going out on a huge limb. Whoever wins this game has the best chance of winning the NFC East because, well, they'll be in first place, you fucking moron. Yeah, that's why I'm a dope. The teaser is Detroit plus 7.5, Washington plus 16, and Philly plus 9. Speaking of me being a dope, I am the sports dope. My name is Mike, and that's pretty much everything. We got sucker bet of the week. Yeah, I don't even know what the sucker bet of the week would be. There's a lot of bad ones here, or not bad ones, but just like what jumps off at me initially is almost Tennessee, because if you bet on either of these teams, you're a sucker. Tennessee and the Chargers. No thanks. And the dog, I'm going with Miami. Plus 800. I'm going to throw like $15 on there to win like 100 and something. All right? Yeah. 15 to win 120, right? Unit or so. Why not? Why not? All right. So, my name is Mike. I am the Sports Dope. Thank you for checking this out. You can catch me on Twitter or Instagram at thatsportsdope. If you go to mindsofmike.com, you'll be able to find the iTunes link or the YouTube link. And that's pretty much all I got for you this evening. Let's do fucking better this week. Fade me if you want. I am in a funk, but I don't know. I'm feeling it this week. I don't know why. I don't know why Miami and the Giants are giving me so much confidence, but I'm feeling it this week. There's no reason to fucking be confident in any of those guys, but I don't know why. I'm feeling it. I wish I could say it was a dream. I don't dream, though, but I'm feeling it. I'm Mike. I'm the Sports Dope, and let's get paid, right? Fuck those bookies. Let's get paid. Peace.